Hello.
No.
Hi Theron. Hi Toby. Hi Thursa. We are on our way to roam a little bit around Indiana. In the back seat we have my dad's open class 4-H project. We'll show that to you after we drop it off. And we are going to go learn a little bit about a Hoosier poet in Indiana. So while you're waiting for the next footage to roll, think about a Hoosier poet that has ties to Randolph County, Indiana, and we're going to go learn a little bit of history. See, this is gate 6. I'm allowed in at gate 1. Okay, the building to the left, there, Theron, is where we take Dad's project for check-in. All right, turn it off. Let's go. There's Dad's project. Let's go. There.
There's Toby.
Dad is on a road trip to Florida with my sister and her daughter's family to visit her son's family in Florida, so we get to do the honors of delivering his project.
Toby.
We're going to go to the right.
Those stairs.
Right there. There we go.
That's not him.
Yeah, that's Dad's bedroom.
You still got a couple other places to go, do you? Oh yeah, you got 8-4. Okay. Just give me the numbers with those real fast.
Okay, this one is 39.
Okay.
Give your arms. Your arms will be 2 inches long. You have to keep hold of it.
It's not heavy.
What do you guys got? Here, let me get on the picture.
It's a project my dad made and turned in.
Okay.
So there's the tag.
Okay, we'll attach the tag. This,
Okay.
are you going to pick it up for him?
Yes.
Then hang on to that. That's the claim check.
Okay.
We're probably, I don't know if this one's going to scan. This is like a mosquito or something.
Yeah.
All right?
take the box.
Oh, corn flowers.
Yeah. Yep.
Like the one in
So do I need to take string and tie that on?
Yeah,
or-
sure. You can either.
How?
Yes, one piece. Okay. So we'll fold this name up.
I think Joe just told her it was corny.
No, it says corn flowers.
100% of all of the structure is corn. Eat that. It's
Yeah,
corn.
yeah.
It's all corn.
Cool.
Took them a long time to
You
make
can do that, or you can put it down here,
okay.
maybe.
That would look better.
Yeah, I think it'd be. That is unique.
Took them a lot of time.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah. Is it yours?
No, it's my grandpa.
No, it's my 81-year-old dad's.
Oh.
His very first state fair thing.
Oh, good.
Parking out
Parking
there.
out
Yeah.
here.
And then pickup will be the day after the fair ends, which will be on the 21st from 9
Okay.
o'clock till 8 in the evening.
Okay.
Doesn't cost anything to get in Thursday,
Yeah.
or doesn't take a ticket to get in the fair
Okay.
or the building, right?
Yep. Okay.
How many
Good.
thousand pictures do you have on there?
No, he's doing a video
Oh,
for
the
his
video?
grandpa. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll come by Thursday. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Turn it off.
Yep. Turn it off. Checked in. Dad's gonna miss a free preview on Thursday. We might need to come over just to check it out.
Oh, there's a beetle on the ground. Wait. That looks big.
Okay, let's go. Down is culinary arts, all the cooking stuff. Alrighty. This is Crown Hill Cemetery in Indianapolis, the northern part of Marion County, not far from the state fairgrounds. This is an original entrance. I'm going to pull over, give Theron a chance to take a couple pictures. Check out the architecture. I did get a little history information last night, but I didn't get it printed off. Have you thought of the famous poet that we are going to learn about today? There are several famous Hoosiers buried in this very, very large cemetery. The cemetery now, from here at the main entrance, if you travel north, you will come into another entrance that now has a funeral home and that's located there. There's also an amazing tribute to fallen police and fire folks. It's really, really nice. There's a pioneer cemetery located up there.
Whoa.
It all weaves in and out, and the newer section up through there is located right beside the Indianapolis Museum of Art area and the botanical gardens there. So let's go on inside and we will get to the burial spot for the famous poet. He was the first person buried at the top of the crown, this hill, and there's amazing views up there. So I will hand the video over to Theron. well posted, and trails here. If you notice, it says follow the yellow to the Crown Hill Funeral Home, follow the white line to go to the Gothic Chapel, President Harrison's Memorial, James Whitcomb Riley Memorial. So we will follow the white line, which is going through an original old part of the cemetery. They do walking tours here, even sunset tours, which are, they're really nice to go on. I'm not sure if they allow video of that. Heroes of Public Safety is on over to the left. So fallen police and fire. Here is the Gothic Chapel. There goes some of the lawn care folks. There's a lot to maintain here. I'm not sure if that vehicle is going to stop or not.
Look at those monuments, they're huge.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of special people buried here.
Yep. Over to the right is for veterans.
Look how many, guys.
And they have recently reworked the landscaping around here. It's been really nice. We continue on the white line.
Where's the Crown Hill one?
At the end of the white line. So this is going up to the top of the Crown Hill. President Harrison is buried just in those trees to the right. If you look straight through there. Yep. But anyway, look there, and this is going up Crown Hill. So there's going to be a service here today.
Oh no. Oh, there's gonna be a service. Yeah, Toby.
The Thursa monument is cool because it's a Colts horseshoe.
What's Thursa actually?
The family that owns the Colts.
Look at that. Look, guys. There's a circular shaped one back there. If you can see it, there's a one. That's a. What's it? Yeah, there's a museum.
Yep.
Called the Idle George Museum.
Yep. This is the family that started that.
And then there's a tennis one for somebody. See, you can get a closer view. Oh, this is a nice one. And there we have
Is
it.
this gentleman not? There we go. Okay, and who's at the top, Theron?
James Whitcomb Riley, the famous poet.
Yeah.
Remember when my mom said at the beginning of this video, think of a nice, famous poet? Well, you have him right here. You can't see him because he's dead for like. Right at the Crown Hill Cemetery.
So, for reference, we're here at the Crown Hill Cemetery where Mr. James Whitcomb Riley is buried. Indianapolis Museum of Art. The cemetery expands on through there. And this circles around. And you have this amazing view of the city. The gates close at 5 o'clock, so in the summertime you can't see a sunset, but in the middle of the winter when the roads are nice, you can actually get beautiful sunsets up here. And President Harrison is buried down there. If you enjoy biking and learning about history, yeah, a nice place to go on a bike ride. So depending on people's different faith and thoughts and beliefs, leave a stone, leave a penny for your thoughts. This is always one of my favorite bronze statues. James Whitcomb Riley, the Hoosier Poet, was buried here in 1917. Known and acclaimed internationally for his poetry about life in the heartland, he is best remembered today for his poems that appeal to children and to the child in all of us, such as Little Orphan Annie and The Raggedy Man. He was especially loved by the many local children who were able to enjoy not only his poetry, but also his time and lemonade on the front porch of his Indianapolis home in Lockerbie Street. After his death, children began donating coins to help pay for his memorial. The tradition of leaving coins on his monument continues today, and the money collected is donated to Mr. Riley's legacy, the Riley Hospital for Children. Where's the pennies, Toby?
They're all on there.
So Toby has our
I
pennies.
want the pretty one. I want to do one.
Here's a penny, Theron.
Thank you. Why do you put rocks on this monument?
I've been doing this with the boys since they were little, and we try to come. And we try to come once a year.
That is a nice stone.
And we try to come once a year.
Toby. Toby.
Toss it.
Don't toss it. You
Lay it
set
there.
it underneath.
The ashes of Mary Riley Payne and Leslie Payne, the poet's youngest sister and the poet's favorite niece.
Aww. I'm gonna walk over there. Walk over there. I'm gonna look at the thing. I'm just gonna look inside there.
You want to open the casket?
Okay, we paid our respects to James Whitcomb Riley. And we are going to head down Crown Hill.
Turn
Again,
left
if
onto
you're-
Crown Hill Cemetery, then take a slight right turn.
Again, if you are in the Indianapolis area looking for a place to walk or bike, learn a little history, a great free
Take
place.
a slight right turn onto Crown Hill Cemetery, then take a slight left turn.
Also, if you
Take a slight left turn onto Crown Hill Cemetery, then take a slight right turn.
right here at the bottom, if we turn left,
And there's a little walkway that goes to it.
In a quarter mile,
here is
turn
the
right
brick
onto Crown
path
Hill
that takes
Cemetery.
you to where, that's where Tarkington is buried. He was a playwright, I believe it's Pulitzer Prize winner even, and the tribute there for the president. We will walk, I will park out of the way and we'll walk back over. Benjamin Harrison, August 20th, 1833, or 1838. March 13, 1901, lawyer and publicist. Colonel 70th Regiment Indiana Volunteers War of 1861 to 1865.
That was a civil war.
Brevetted Brigadier General 1865. It's hard to read the numbers. They need to redo the etching. U.S. Senator 1881 to 1887. president 1889 to 1898. There's no way. See, it's very 9/8. 89 to 93. That's statesman, yet friend of truth, a soul sincere in action, faithful and in honor clear. Oh, now this one is in excellent shape. What a difference. Carolyn Scott Harrison. Okay, we're following the white line out, and through there is a bridge, and that is a main road. I can't remember the name of the road, but right past those trees over there is the edge of the cemetery, and where the Museum of Art and the botanical gardens are. And there's a mausoleum right behind there, and that the Pioneer Cemetery is over in that area. The mausoleum area is also where you would find current burial sites for members of military. So we're following the white line out to the new modern entrance and exit of the cemetery. We came in the original. Back over into areas they have over and to the left is where you can scatter remains of people. Okay, I guess go around. They're leaving the catwalk. Turn signal flashers are helpful. See, there goes a bicyclist. It's a great place to bring your bike. August 6th, they're having a music fest. There's the current office and funeral home.
Well, that is a pretty...
Yeah, mausoleum if you want to be buried inside there instead of underground.
Buried in there.
Yep. Pay enough money.
What's that?
More places where people can be buried above ground. And see more bicyclists.
Holy moly. You're getting so many people at a funeral home.
So you can come out here and park and go ride your bikes all around.
Yes.
See it in the camera. Right there's the Museum of Art. That's the corner of the grounds. The entrance is just up ahead on the right. And that's the more recent area of Crown Hill Cemetery. And back behind us, look over this way, Theron, is Crown Hill Cemetery.
There we go. That's a nice sign.
And lots of traffic. This is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in front of us. 38th Street is what we're on.
Yep,
And we're going to go to the museum of the home of James Whitcomb Riley.
which the house he owned in Indianapolis before
Yep.
he died.
Yep.
There is another museum that was the house where he was raised, I'm sure, I think.
Yep.
In 1 mile, keep right to merge onto I-65 South.
If we don't do that today, we'll get to that one in the next week or so.
Okay. Sounds fun.
Going over the interstate. Okay. Are you on video, Theron? Okay, we're in the air. We're at the area called Lockerbie Square, and this is the area where James Whitcomb Riley had his home. And his home was turned into a museum, and we're going to go take a tour of it. A lot of new condos, like what you're seeing up ahead, has come in. That's Lockerbie Lofts there. The rent is pretty. It's pretty hefty.
I feel sick.
So the
Sit down.
mailman,
No,
What?
the ice delivery man.
the ice delivery man, will go from house to house delivering ice. But for this house, he'd probably come around either this corner or that corner. Come in through the gate. Maybe stop right at the gate. Maybe bring the ice, take it out to the door, and see if anybody's home. And if somebody's home, they might take it and put it into the ice box to keep everything cooled down.
And they showed us they had a sign that they would hang in the window for him to know how many pounds of ice to deliver. So that's the kitchen. That window up there was for the housekeeper.
Yeah, the housekeeper had a real nice
That
house.
site there was where the carriage house was. Oh, there's a bird at the...
Carrot! It just drank some water.
Okay.
Chevy Chooks will fall in water.
So how tall was Mr. Riley?
5'6".
5'6".
You're like 4'10".
I am 4'10", so I am shorter
Me.
This is the side door that salesmen would come up to and would ring a bell. And you can't tell, but right there at that very edge, there is a red, it looks like a red window, and you can look out of it and look down and see who is here.
Same.
Oh, okay.
shorter.
This bust that was done is to the height that Mr. Riley was, 5'6". So if you were standing beside him, that's it. And look at the view, boys. Look right there. That's how close you are to downtown Indianapolis. They even have old-fashioned zinnias. I got my dad a bunch of zinnia flower seeds for his birthday and Father's Day, and he has just been enjoying them. The Garden Society has done a really nice job, and look at all these elephant plants.
Oh my God.
Through there would have been the library. There's the front entrance. Okay, let's go out to the street because there's no cameras, so there's no photography. We did purchase postcards. There's the main entrance, and you can ring a bell, and they'll talk about a tour. Where the carriage house area was is now where you can watch a short video about his life. But you go in, and there's the parlor receiving room, and it's actually a pretty large space. See if I can come over here to the side to show the size of that room for the period goes to right there. The room right there is the main dining room. Above that is the bedroom that was used, those windows there, that was James Whitcomb Riley's room. That window downstairs is the kitchen. The top one was the housekeeper's room. What was the housekeeper's name? Maggie?
Yeah.
Katie.
Katie.
Thank you. It was Katie. I knew I wasn't right. And up here, that whole corner and above the entrance is their daughter's room. And that had a large space where she could do her painting and artwork. You notice so you could tie up your horse or buggy, and a nice high landing to be able to get in and out of a buggy.
Oh, come on.
The original cobblestone street, one of the last few that's been maintained. So that room was used as the master bedroom for the homeowners. And the fireplaces were part of the structure, so they really didn't jut out or stand out. Over here, we're going near the parking lot. But that room right there was the one guest room that was upstairs. Below that is the family casual dining, breakfast room, casual dining room. The attic upstairs, they did not have any rooms or staff. No one was up there, but it did have cisterns that housed rainwater. It did have functioning water. There's actually a bathroom, a toilet, in the original design of the home, which was amazing. It was partial gas, coal-fired heating, and partial electric, partial gas, light. See, what were some of the other interesting facts, Theron? I mean, there were lots. So definitely you need to come, take a tour.
There's an American flag in there. They said it was one of the flags they put on James's casket when he was carried over to the cemetery to be buried.
He laid in his casket laid in the rotunda at the Capitol building for a brief time, and then he's buried at Crown Hill Cemetery.
Is he buried under his monument?
Oh, so the housekeeper did have a room there, and it's a large room. It has a large bed, but the above the carriage house is where cook and butler, a couple, they lived there. And then they had about a staff of a dozen people, but only a couple people lived on site. But they did have a staff of about a different dozen people, depending on how large dinner parties were. So that's pretty awesome that he was a lifelong resident here, and whenever the family who owned it had one daughter, she did marry but never had children, and when she passed away, someone was able to purchase the home, and in the will all the furnishings were left to the housekeeper, who sold everything intact, knowing that it was someone who wanted to keep everything as a tribute and museum for Mr. Riley. And it's just amazing how everything is original. Oh, look at that little garden spot. Doesn't that look nice, Theron?
Those flowers?
Cone flowers, yep.
These flowers
That's someone's house.
Yes, that's private property.
One of these flowers are actually little photography posters.
Yeah, it was on your photography poster. And look at some of the zinnias are nice and big.
Yeah, when it's the judge, that out picture of that cone flower.
Yeah. Oh, the cone flower was the judge's favorite photo. Nice. Okay, so, oh, look, you can see me in the truck. Okay, we don't have time to go to the Greenfield home. We'll do that another day. But we actually did learn an awful lot. It's been a good trip. Definitely recommend coming. It hasn't been that long of a day. The temperature is really nice and balmy outside. It's not hot. Humidity, for Indiana, there's no humidity right now. It's been nice because last week was super hot. Heat index near 100. And not even hitting 80. Oh, great outside. And look at little whiny pants. There's the next whiny pants. Hey, I'm doing good here. So what are you? Mr. Whiny Pants is gonna draw. What are you gonna draw?
Things.
Oh, I screwed up.
What are you gonna do, Toby? Okay, Toby had warts that were cut, were burnt, and then like really, really cut. He's going to have a couple new fingerprints whenever they eventually heal. He's right-handed. Hold your hand up, Toby, with the pen just to show.
This?
Yeah. So see where all his bandages are? Yeah. So he's gonna try to. We're gonna play Sparkle, and he's gonna practice writing left-handed. Who's gonna win?
It'll make me smarter.
Who's gonna win? Yes, it will. I told him that that's actually a good skill to do to increase your brain power and make your brain work harder.
Learn how to write left-handed
write with your
myself.
opposite hand.
I'm gonna teach myself how to write left-handed.
Good plan.
You're first.
I'm first. Okay, let me roll them.
Turn it off.
Do I have all 6? Oh. Keep a 5.
Yeah, nope. Oh,
There's
you
100.
You didn't get a triple.
150 points.
Do it in your head.
200 points. I had a Farkle. No points for me. Go, Toby.
0.
Focus on writing smaller, and
I'm trying.
I know you are. You're doing good.
Three-fourths. That count.
Yeah. Turn the jar around and look. The bottle.
3
400, right?
4.
Okay, wait. 500, 600, and you can roll them all and keep going. Whoa. Or stop and let me.
No, I don't share.
Okay. You don't share.
Nope.
Well, you don't want to lose all your points.
I'm gonna go with
7, 8,
9. I'm gonna go with 9.
900. Wait, I'm gonna. Okay, you write down your 900. I'm gonna roll these 2.
Don't.
A 1 or 5. Sparkle. Okay. Or write down your 900. Even with the band-aid on that hand, you're still not able to hold it right.
Yeah, I'm shaky.
Yeah. You're getting there. Good practice. Okay, let's check in with Theron. What are you drawing? Move your hand and let's see. Tell us what you're drawing.
Ooh. That's a good.
Is it a mushroom? Theron, is that an exploding mushroom? Yes, no?
He's drawing a mushroom monster, probably. Hey, it's my turn again anyway.
Attack of the mushrooms in Terraria.
That does.
Where it's steak and shake. Did you get a double or a triple? You remember?
Tubby?
Which did you
That's a
order? A
triple.
double?
It looks like a triple.
Yeah, it's trouble.
What'd you get, Toby?
That.
Can you pass the ketchup?
What is it?
Pass the ketchup. Yay! I get this. Pass the ketchup.
Bacon and cheese double. No.
Look, it's so tall that it keeps sliding apart.
A tomato.
Cheese. How much did I have?
Oh my gosh.
I got small fried ketchup,
the tomatoes
chili
cold.
freeway.